A very famous chemistry scientist was murdered. Detective Mehul arrived at the crime scene. He was informed that the scientist was working on a very big project. He was accompanied by 3 assistants. While analyzing the crime scene, Mehul found a silver spoon in the scientist's hand. Mehul thought this was the clue the scientist left. Looking at the clue, can you guess who is the murderer? The chemical symbol of silver is Ag. The scientist left the clue related to chemistry. Mehul immediately arrests the killer. There were 2 thieves in a city. One used to rob during the daytime and the other the midnight. The day thief robbed 1 item on the first day. The night thief robbed 2 items on the first day. The next day the thief robbed 3 items. So the night thief robbed 6 items. Can you analyze and decide how many items will the day thief rob the next day? Mr. Hart reached Mehul's office and informed him that he saw a murder last night. He then goes on to tell the whole accident. He said, I was going home from office, it was pretty dark and the roads were empty. Suddenly my car stopped, it would not start, my battery went down. That's when I heard a gunshot. I got really scared and immediately turned on the car's light. That's when I saw a masked man with a gun and shot a man. I got scared and ran away. Do you think that Mr. Hart is lying or telling the truth? Mr. Hart mentioned that his car's battery went down, then how he was able to turn on the headlights. He is lying. Dhamaka Singh was out on a stroll with his dog. He found a wallet on a bench in the park. When he went forward to pick up the wallet, his dog ran away. Dhamaka Singh started chasing his dog but lost his dog near these 3 houses. He thought his dog is definitely in one of these 3 houses. He went to each house and asked them. First lady said, I have already cute little puppy. Why will I catch your dog? Second house owner said, I hate dogs. I would never keep one in my house. Third house owner said, I have a cute kitten with me. Why will I catch your dog? Can you guess which of them is lying? How did the lady in the third house know that Dhamaka Singh had a big dog? She caught the dog. Mehul was on his terrace enjoying the breeze. Mr. Thomas was having a party in the lawn. It was very loud. So Mehul came back his home and slept. The next day Mehul came to know that Mr. Thomas has been murdered. He went to Mr. Thomas' house and found him dead. The house was in mess. It looked like Thomas had a fight with the killer. He called all the people who were in the party. All of them said Mr. Thomas had a lot of drink last night and fought with everyone, so everyone left and we did not murder him. But one of the 3 is lying. Can you guess who is he? There was blood on Mr. Thomas' wall but none on him. It had to be the blood of the murderer. The bandage on third person's head has blood on it. Mehul matched the blood sample and arrested him. Mehul was driving out of the city. He found a man lying on the side of the road. He got out of his car and checked up on the man, but he found him dead. How did this man reach here? Mehul looked at the CCTV footages of nearby toll booth and found that 3 cars had crossed from this road. Mehul calls the owners of the 3 cars and asks them to return to the toll booth. He checks their cars from inside. Car 1, Car 2, Car 3. Can you look at the 3 cars and identify the murderer? The owner of the car too is the murderer. Mr. Tim and his family were having a fun time at the beach. While playing, the ball got lost in the trees. Mr. Tim's younger son went out looking for the ball. That's when someone kidnapped him. When his son didn't arrive after a while, the family started searching for him. Mehul was nearby and saw all of this. He also searched for the boy. He came across a man who said that he was been there since morning and does not know anything. Mehul finds another man who says that he just reached the beach and doesn't know anything. Mehul finds one more man who also said that he just reached the place and doesn't know anything. One of them kidnapped Mr. Tim's son. Can you guess who? Mr. Tim and his family were all wearing the same cap that 3 is wearing. He took the cap from the boy and wore it. He is the kidnapper. Stella kept some money on a table near the window and went to sleep. When she returned, the money was gone. She decided to confront both her neighbors. First neighbor said, I was sleeping. I didn't hear anything, although it did rain about 1 hour ago. Second neighbor said, I was watching TV since morning. Now I am cleaning this water that came in due to the rain. Which one of these two is lying? Second neighbor said that he was watching TV. Then why did not he close the window when it rained? Also, it's been 1 hour since it rains. Why is he cleaning now? So he is lying. A vampire was stuck in a cave. There was 3 doors from which he could escape. The first door has a sensor motion inside it. Slightest of motion would trigger the sensors and generate a fire that would kill the vampire. The second door has sound sensor in it. Slightest of sound would trigger the sensor and generate a fire that would kill the vampire. The third door has temperature sensor in it. Slightest of rise in temperature would trigger the sensor and generate a fire that would kill the vampire. Which door does vampire choose to escape from the cave? Vampires are cold-blooded. He would not trigger the temperature sensor and easily escape from the cave. Kevin and Peter were watching television. Suddenly the lights went off. Both of them started fighting with each other. Their mother was cooking dinner when she heard something break. She came running to the kids' room and finds a broken photo frame. Controlling her anger, she calmly asked who broke the frame, and both the kids claimed to be innocent. Can you guess who might have broken the frame? The frame was at such height that only Kevin could reach. He broke the frame. A guard found the dead body of the school principal and immediately calls Detective Mehul. Mehul interrogated 3 suspects. Maid said, Sir, I was working in the library. You can see in the library camera. Teacher 1 said, Sir, I was in the staff room checking the exam sheets. Teacher 2 said, Sir, my glasses were broken. I went to the market to get new glasses. Here is the bill. Analyzing the crime scene and the statements of the suspects, can you guess the murderer? Murderer is teacher 2. Her broken glasses were found in the principal's office. One day, Emma's maid found her tied up in the bedroom. The maid freed her and Emma immediately called Detective Mehul. Mehul reached the crime scene and Emma explained how she was robbed. Emma said, The thief came at night while I was sleeping. They pulled me down from the bed and tied me. They ran away with my all valuable thing and money. Looking at the scenario, can you guess whether the robbery was real or a fake robbery? If the thief pulled Emma from the bed, the bedding should have been messed up. but the bed was well made. Everyone was lying.